Hi everyone. So today we're going to be going over the guidelines for the mission statement video, and you can find this in the mission statement video instructions section in Canvas. And basically, this is going to go over the entire assignment from start to finish. And so this video may be a little long, but it's either you want to read this or you want to watch this video because I'm going to go over the same information. But of course, you always have this to refer to if you forget something. Okay. So I want to start out by saying that the mission statement video is something that I've been doing with my students for probably, I don't know, 10 years now, and it's been a fantastic learning experience for all of my students. Many of my students come back after 5, 6 years of taking the class and say the mission statement video really helped me figure out and visualize what I wanted to do with my life. So let's start there. So a mission statement is what this video is supposed to be about. And your mission statement is basically, the definition is a personal motto or credo that states what your life is about. They also say it's like a blueprint for your life. Like, what do you want to do in your life? Where do you see yourself going? What do you see yourself doing? I have a poem as my mission statement, and I mean, you can create your mission statement however you want. It can be a poem, it can be a vision board of pictures, all the things you want in your life. It can be just a set of quotes. It could be a paragraph. It could be a video, like what we're going to do. So the first thing you should do with this assignment is think about, what is my mission statement? What do I stand for? What is my life about? What sort of things do I want to accomplish? And what do I want to do with my life? And those are big questions. Those are questions that, we all have to answer at some point. But if you haven't thought about it yet, now it's time to start thinking about it. And once you have a mission in mind, it's a lot easier to determine whether you're on the path towards achieving that goal or mission that you have. Okay? So a mission statement is more than just a goal. It's a way of being. It's kind of, I would say, like a cross between your values, like what's important to you, and your goals. So you kind of put those together and say, these are the things that I value. These are the types of goals I want to achieve in my life. This is the type of person I am, what I'm about. So you're basically spelling out what you do, okay? Mission statement is usually something that companies use. So companies will create a mission statement based off of, their mission, what they want to do. So like, for example, Starbucks has a mission statement, and you can actually go on starbucks.com and look up their mission statement. And I've looked it up a few times, and it's something along the lines of, we're going to serve coffee, but we're also connecting the community together. That's our mission. So, they're connecting the community one cup of coffee at a time, or something like that is their mission. And then they have kind of break the mission down further into little pieces of how they do those things. So that's kind of what you want to think. Like, this is my main mission. This is what I'm about. So my mission statement is, I want to be ready to help others because I'm a helping person. So I got to get my own stuff straightened out, have myself in order, mentally, physically, psychologically. So that way when people need me, I'm able to be there for them and help them. And that is my mission. And I apply that to pretty much everything in my life. When I kind of find like I'm off track a little bit, I need to take a step back and take care of myself, because if I'm not right, I'm not really able to help those other people out there. So that's my mission statement. Everybody's mission statement is different. What you want to do is go take a look at my YouTube page. I did link it up in the assignment. My YouTube page is just my first and last name, Amy Borgi, but all one word, on YouTube. So you can just go there and look it up and look at my upload section. In the upload section, you'll see all of the videos from, all of the years. And basically what you're seeing is just the students' videos who have won our contest. So let me explain to you about the contest, because this is an assignment. You're going to get 200 points for the assignment. But if you like, you can also enter the contest. And the contest is completely separate. I do not judge the contest, and I have different people come in and judge it. But usually whoever I have judge the competition is actually an expert in video production in some way. So this year, for 2020, I'm having a professor from a community college in Burbank view your videos and choose the winner. And this is my first time using him, so I really don't know how he's going to judge them. I do know that he's a very great video editor himself. He doesn't really want me to share his name though, because I guess he's more of a private person, so that's fine. But he'll be judging your videos, and so what will happen is when you submit them to Canvas, I'm just going to give him access to my Canvas so you can go in and take a look at them. All right. So what you're gonna, or well, I guess I should explain the contest a little more. So first place, so whoever wins first place, and I will be choosing a first, second, third, and 2 honorable mentions for each of my classes. So, you know, if you've got 30 people in a class, you've got 29 competitors, okay? So you will get a first place video. That winner will get 100 points of extra credit, and their video will be featured as a first place video on my YouTube. Second place will get 75 and be on YouTube. Third place will get 50, and then honorable mentions will get 25. So all those videos we're going to end up on YouTube. So it's very important that if you want to win the contest, that you do not upload your video to YouTube prior to the winners being chosen and uploaded, because once you upload a video to YouTube, you can't upload a duplicate video. And if that happens and I'm not able to upload your video, then you will just forfeit your win because I can't post it, okay? So if you post your video on social media, it will disqualify you from winning the contest, but you'll still get your grade, okay? So the grade is completely separate, and I am doing the grading. I'm doing the grading based on a very strict criteria, and I have a rubric for you, which means just a little breakdown of all the points and where they come from. So if you follow directions on the assignment, you will get a good grade regardless of how your final product turns out. So if your video sucks, but you did put all the elements in that I require, you'll still get a good grade on the video. So this is a video assignment for students who maybe have never even created a video before. So if you've never created a video before and you're freaking out right now, don't freak out. I have the assignment set up so it's easy for all students. It just takes a little bit of time. So it is a bit of a time-consuming project. So I would say from start to finish, if you've never shot a video before, editing may take you about 10 hours. So that's why I'm giving you about 3.5, 4 weeks to complete the assignment, because it does take some time. So you don't want to leave this to the last minute. It's not a project that you can leave until the night before. You will not be able to do it in one night. It is just too much work. So I am going to be encouraging you and letting you know kind of where you should be on the project as we go through the next few weeks. I'll let you know, like, now you should be doing this. So right now, this week, what you can do is you should start to take a look at the editing programs. And there's actually a little section in Canvas that says Mission Statement Video Editing. You can take a look at the programs and see which program might be right for you. Then what I want you to do is just go shoot some videos. Shoot videos that are 30 seconds to 1 minute long, or shoot clips that are short. The shorter your clips are, the easier editing will be for you. If you shoot like a 10-minute video and then try to put it into your software to edit it, it's actually a lot harder to do that because it takes longer to upload. And if you're doing it on your phone, that's going to take up a lot of space too. It's better to have a bunch of smaller videos that take up less space than a bigger video. Okay, just to work with. So I'm letting you know that. The other thing is, if you're shooting with your phone, you want to make sure that you put your phone in landscape view. So you're shooting with your phone like this. I know it's crazy, but if you put it like this, you're going to be marked down. Okay, so if I shoot my video this way and put it into the video editing software, what happens is it looks like there's just a phone, like a phone screen, just sitting on the screen, and there's like a big gap on either side of it. And it just looks really unprofessional. And I'm sure you've seen videos like that where people were like, okay, I'm just going to put this into the video editing software anyways, even though it doesn't fit. You can stretch the video to fit, but it makes it kind of pixelated. So you're better off if you shoot it like this, your video is going to look professional and nice. And if you want to win the contest, you really need to focus on that kind of stuff. If you have all videos shot like this, you will miss all the points in that orientation section. Okay, so that's where you can start right now, is just start taking some short videos. Remember to think of what your mission statement is first, because anything that you're going to shoot, you want it to relate somehow to your mission statement. You can set up videos, like have your family kind of participate with you to create scenarios, maybe do like some acting, write a scene. You can do that kind of stuff. Or you can just take videos of little things that kind of, remind you of your mission and put those together. Again, there's tons of examples of different types of videos. There's funny ones, there's, really serious ones, there's crazy ones. There's just all kinds of videos. So there's all kinds of options or things that you could do with your video. Even shooting in your house. Like if I had to shoot a mission statement video in my house right now, I could probably pull that off. It would not be impossible. Okay. So I'm going to start going through the requirements for the assignment. So I'm just going straight off of this list right here. So starting with number 1 here. The first one says you need a clear mission statement. So that's the point of the assignment. So if your mission statement isn't clear, then you will lose those points. And basically the way I grade that is I look at if I watch the video all the way through, do I get the mission the first time around? Like if I can instantly see that's your mission statement, then I will give you most of the points there, okay? If I'm not sure after the first pass, I have to go back again and watch it, I'm going to take off a letter grade. If I have to go back again after that, I'm going to take off another one. If I can't figure out what your mission statement is, you're going to miss all the points in that section because if I can't figure it out, then there probably isn't one there. All right, so number 2, videos have to be between 1 and 3 minutes long. So it has to be at least 1 minute and go all the way to, or I'm sorry, it has to be at least 1 minute and it can't go over 3 minutes. And that includes your credits because you are going to have to do a credit section where you give credit to, everybody that helped you with your video. By the way, I really do want you to get help with this. So feel free to get help from your family members or friends with the video, with editing, with any portion of it. You do not have to do this alone, and I don't expect you to. So especially if you've never done a video before, I want you to network and talk to other people who have made videos. I want you to, talk to your family, reach out to other people, do whatever you need to do to get the video done. Just give credit to people who have helped you in the video. So if your best friend helped you with editing, then you want to give credit to your best friend in the credits for editing, along with yourself if you helped out, okay? Number 3, our judge and I love creativity. So, well, I have a different judge this term, but I gotta say my previous judge and my other previous judge, what they were looking for is it a video that's different than the other mission statement videos that we've already seen? So if we've seen the same thing over and over again, like that's kind of boring. We want someone that's going to show us something different. So if you want to win, try to be creative and think outside the box and do something that maybe nobody else has done yet. And then we'll be like, yes, this is awesome. Number 4, pictures and videos need to be oriented in the correct way. So if it looks like you just put it into the software and you didn't know how to turn it, or you took your video in portrait, remember you took it in portrait and it's just on the screen like that, you're going to get marked down some points for that. All right, I'm going to the next page here, and now I'm on number 5, which is highlighted for you in green here, the music section. Now, the reason why music is highlighted is because things are a little different with music lately because YouTube has been cracking down on copyright infringement. So that means that if you put up a song that is played on the radio or that is published on like Apple Music or Spotify or iTunes or whatever, those mainstream music, SoundCloud, all the mainstream music sites, then it's not okay for you to use it in your video because that music belongs to the artist and that artist deserves to get royalties if you use it in your video. So unless you've arranged with Drake to use his music and you've paid him the royalties for using it, you don't get to use Drake in your video, okay? So that means you need to use copyright-free music or music that's free source, okay? The free source and copyright-free are the same thing, okay? They mean the same thing. So I have a list of websites, and they're right here, see? Right here, that have tons of free songs that you can use. And some of them you can even type in, like, let's say I like Black Bear. So if I want to use a Black Bear like song, I could type in Black Bear And then all the songs that are similar to what Blackbird does, but free for me to use, will pop up. And then I can use them. What you want to do is make sure that you read the instructions for how to properly credit music from each site, because each site kind of has its own rules on how you are supposed to credit it. So I've used ones from sites where it's like, as long as you put us in the credits or of the video, then we're good with you using the music. You just need to tell the artist the name of the song and then the website you got it from, and you can use it. Others, they want you to put a little bit more. They want you to put like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a little website thing that you put in the credit. So if people want to go to the website and find the same song, they could do that. So you just want to make sure you copy that link and put it in your credits. So just follow the directions from the particular site that you got the music from, and you should be good. Again, YouTube, because of this copyright infringement issue, they have a whole catalog of music that you may use copyright free as well. And I do have a video that shows you how to use, I don't know why, covers. So let's say you really love Black Bear like I do, and you want to use one of his songs in your video. And I mean, I would love to use maybe one of his songs. So the song I want to use is called Hotel Andrea. Okay, so I'm going to use that song, but I can't use Black Bear's song because that's copyrighted. But what I can do is I can learn to play the song on my guitar, and I can actually play the song, and then I can adjust my video features when I publish the video, so that way it's okay to use it. And I did publish a video on how that works. So if you are going to do a cover, make sure you watch that so that way you do the cover properly. So when I upload the video, if you win, I can, use the cover. I guess, I don't know what the right words are, but like there's certain things that I have to go in and click on and adjust to make sure that I don't get in trouble for having a cover on my website. Okay, so covers are fine if you want to do that. But again, in the credits, if you do a cover, you need to put down that you did a cover. This is the person that performed the song, but the song was written by Black Bear, and the song's name is Hotel Andrea, and Interscope is the publisher of that music. Okay. Next is the section on credits, number 6 here. And there's a lot of different things you have to credit in the music. And I actually put like a little graph here for you that you can go through and just make sure you've got all the stuff and check it off. So I'm going to read through the list here real quick. You need to put the producer, which is you. So you're the producer. So no matter what, that will be you. Okay. Photographer, only if you use photos. And I'm going to say, don't use photos, okay? You get marked down for using them. So if your video is all video all the way through, you're going to get the most points. Anytime you start using pictures, you're basically taking away from your points. But I understand sometimes people want to use pictures for certain things because they want to show, maybe an old cat or something that's no longer alive. So they want to show a picture. Some people get around that by setting up like just a table of pictures and then maybe doing a video of the pictures like this. And then it's still a video, so they kind of get around it. But pictures, this isn't a slideshow, okay? This should not be just picture, 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 picture. No, I want video, 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 video. I also would like a video that you shot for this video, okay? So the more video that you have in your mission statement video that you've shot yourself, the better your grade's going to be, okay? If you decide, I don't want to shoot video of myself, I'm just going to use this video of, I don't know, like let's say you want to use Family Guy, like the TV show, and you do like a set of clips of Family Guy. If your whole video is just a bunch of Family Guy clips, you're going to get a C, okay? So you need video that you shoot yourself. If you want to use like one clip from something else that isn't your video, that's okay. But please just don't make your whole video other people's stuff. I want to see your stuff, okay? So for photographer, you only need to put that in your credits if you have pictures in there. You need to tell me who took your photos. If 5 different people took photos, then 5 people should go in your credits. Give me one sec. My computer sometimes like goes into sleep mode and then I can't see if I'm still recording or not. So, okay, so the next we've got the videographer or cinematography. That is whoever shot the video. So you shot it or your friends shot it or your family shot it. Who shot it? If you did not shoot any video yourself, then you wouldn't put this in here. Director. Who helped you direct the movie? If you set up everything and you figured out what you were going to put in your movie and filmed it and figured out how you were going to do it, then you're the director. If you get help from your brother and he kind of takes over and he starts ordering everybody around, then he's the director, okay? So the director doesn't necessarily have to be you, but the producer is you, okay? Videos. So if you pulled videos from online, you need to give me the information about those videos. So you need to tell me like what show it's from, what channel it was on, okay? Pictures. So any pictures pulled from online. So like let's say you go to Google and just get a picture of Albert Einstein and put Albert Einstein in your video. Then you need to tell me where you got that photo, what website. If it was Google Images, then tell me Google Images, okay? But let me know which photo is which. So it'll be like Albert Einstein, Google Images, and Black Bear was from blackbear.com or whatever his website is, okay? Music. So you need to credit your music in the video, even though it's free source and you don't have to worry about copyrights. You still have to give credit for the people who actually did produce that music in your video. And this is really important because that's how those people make money, okay? So if they hear, like let's say I'm watching a video on YouTube and I hear this wonderful song and I love it so much. I'm like, what is that song? In your credits, it says the song is by this person and I got it off of this website. Then I could go look it up and find the music myself, and then maybe I will use that song. That's going to help that artist, and maybe it'll help them to sell some of their other music. So you're helping somebody out and giving them credit for something that they did, right? If you produce music, you would want somebody to give you credit if they used it too, right? So make sure you do that. Places. So this should be pretty easy since we're all in lockdown. You just be like, my house is the location. But normally when we're doing the project, it's whatever locations you took video at. So if you took it at Chaffey College, you would write that down. If you did it at your house, you'd put your household down. If you took it at the mall, you'd put Victoria Gardens down. If you took it at Disneyland, you put Disneyland down. You went to Aruba, you take it Aruba, you put Aruba down. So just basically all the locations where your video was shot need to be in there. And I do check up on that stuff. All right, so you need a starring section. You know, who stars in your video? So right now, like I would be credited in here because I'm starring in this video. And then Noelle, my cat, she's back there. Noelle, the cat, would be in there too because she is also in the video, right? So you want to make sure all your pets and friends and everybody who are in the video get counted. If it's just like a group of people, so let's say you video the whole Altaloma High School marching band performing, and you put that in your video. You don't have to put everybody's individual name. You can just put a Altaloma High School marching band, okay? Just to clarify that. Then I need you to put a statement at the end of your credits, okay? The statement reads, this video was created as an assignment for a guidance course at Chaffey Community College and is intended for educational purposes only. This is very important because if I do get into some type of copyright dispute with anybody, I can cite that these videos were made for education and that we have the right to use that stuff. I've lost copyright battles over music. I lost one to Frank Ocean for Sweet Life recently, so that was my third warning. That's why we're no longer allowed to post copyrighted music. So for that reason, if you have copyrighted music in your video and you win, I will have to rip the music off and put different music on it, or not post it, or you won't win. Okay, so I think I've kind of put to the point where like you're disqualified from being on YouTube if you use copyrighted music. So if you win the contest and I can't upload your video to YouTube because you have copyrighted material on there, then you will forfeit your win and you will not get the extra credit points and you won't win. So it's really in your best interest to make sure that you have that you completely use free source or non-copyright music. Okay. All right, I'm moving on to the next section here. Number 7, audio. Okay, so audio is like just the sound in your video. What I'm looking for here is consistency throughout the video. So if I have to adjust the volume up or down while I'm watching your video, that means you didn't do your editing work quite right. Okay, so when you're editing, you need to make sure that your video is the same level of sound throughout. If it's a little fluctuation, okay, but like again, if I have to adjust the volume, then you didn't quite do that. Let's talk about voiceovers really quick because you'll notice a lot of the videos that have won use voiceovers. And the reason why they win is because voiceovers are difficult to do and it's hard to do a good job. You do need a good microphone to do a good voiceover, okay? If you don't have a microphone, I would recommend not doing one, okay? If you do a voiceover without a microphone, I would recommend using your phone as a microphone and doing it in your phone. It sounds a lot better than when you do it with a computer like that, okay? So if you're going to try to do a voiceover and you don't have the right equipment, because I know this is weird semester, that would be how you would do it. But good news, if you're a gamer and you have a gaming mic, that should work just fine. You may want a pop filter. They're like $3 or $4 on Amazon. So if you ordered one right now, you probably get it in time to place over your microphone. And kind of the way it works, it just sort of covers up the microphone a little bit. It's just a very thin film. It's like a carbon film. So when you talk, instead of it sounding like you're in a tunnel, it sounds more clear. So that would be helpful if you do use a gaming mic. But any mic is fine. If you have like a video game, like a Rock Band or something like that, and you have the microphone with USB, that works just fine too. Or if you have an actual microphone, yeah, use it. So with voiceover, you want to make sure when you put, okay, so the way you do it is you put your video in, right? And then you put the audio in with the voiceover. And you want to make sure that if you're using music, that during the times when you're speaking or when the voiceover is going, you turn the music down and turn the voiceover up. So the voiceover is significantly louder than the music, so they're not interfering with each other. That's the hardest part, I think, of doing a voiceover, is making sure that you turn the volume of the music down and the volume of the voice up. And then when you stop talking, you want the music to go back up. Okay? And when you start talking again, then back down. So you kind of have to do a little editing there with the voiceover. So that is extra editing, and I think that's why when you do a voiceover, we're a little more impressed because it's a little harder of a skill. Number 8, I recommend using the following programs. So you can use any program you want, okay? You really can. But if you use one of the recommended programs, I'm giving you 5 points. If you use any other program, you will lose 5 points, but it's only 5 points, okay? And you can make it up by doing the extra credit portion, which I'll talk to in just a minute. So iMovie is the Mac one. So if you have a Mac computer, iMovie already comes on the computer. The icon is a star, and then I think it has like a little video camera in the middle. So that little star icon, click on that and get it going. Really important for iMovie, you want to make sure that you update iMovie before you start working on your video. I've actually had issues where I'm working on a video and I update iMovie and it changes some of the parameters in the video, or it changes things that like, oh, this was available, now it's not available anymore. So yeah, you want to make sure you update it first, so that way anything that you do after that point isn't going to be changed by an update. It is a little more difficult to use than some of the other programs, but it comes with a tutorial. So if you go to the help section and it will say, take a tour, click on that or get started, right? Click on that. And really, really, I beg of you, please take the tour. I also have in Canvas a little video on the basics for iMovie. So you can watch that as well, and that would be helpful for you in terms of getting started. If you watch those videos, it'll be so much easier. If you try to just jump in and do it, it is not intuitive at all. If you've never done video editing and you just try to jump into iMovie, you're going to be confused. So it's difficult only because you don't know how to use it yet, and it's not an intuitive program where you can just like pick it up and start using it. So definitely watch the tutorials for iMovie. Good news though, iMovie is probably the most powerful video tool in terms of like my recommended programs. So if you have iMovie, you're actually doing really well. You're at an advantage. Okay. For Windows or PC, I recommend two programs. There's Windows Movie Maker and there's Video Editor X64. So the more powerful program, or the program that does more stuff, is the Video Editor X64. I did include the downloads in the video editing, the mission statement video editing section in Canvas, okay? And you can download the program from there. But just a big warning, that program tends to have a lot of hijacking from third-party malware, or viruses. So you got to be careful. Make sure before you download X64 that you have a virus protection software in place and a malware protection program in place. If you don't have those two things, do not download X64 because you will get something, okay? I downloaded it on several different PCs, and usually it gets hijacked by a program called Wondershare. So if you see anything from Wondershare, stop that download, delete everything, run your software, your malware, and run all your software to get rid of whatever happened, okay? And then try again once you get your malware and stuff all situated. Wondershare is a program that I hate because what it does is you'll think you have downloaded the right program because it looks like it's a video editor. And if you don't know what X64 looks like and you don't know what Wondershare looks like, you might not notice the difference, okay? So you want to make sure it doesn't say Wondershare, okay? What Wondershare does is it lets you create your video and you think everything's fine. Then when you go to publish your video and make it into an actual video to turn in, it tells you that it's going to cost you $50 to create your video, and it wants money. And you're going to be like, I just worked on this all this time, and now I can't even use this video without paying $50. So that's why I'm hoping you're listening to this and that you're hearing me when I say says Wondershare on it, delete that, okay? But the good news about X64, it's a very good program to use. It absolutely is. But because it has so many features to it, it like iMovie, it's not really intuitive. You need to go through the help and tutorial sections. You might even want to go on YouTube and type in your questions. So if you're like, I need to add text to my video, you can say, how do I add text in Video Editor X64? And then you'll get a bunch of results and you can figure out how to do stuff. That's a good way to kind of navigate through that program. But it does all kinds of crazy stuff. It's for basic all the way to advanced. So if you're on a PC and you want to win the contest, I recommend using Video Editor X64 over the other editor that I'm about to explain. Okay, so Windows Movie Maker. Let's talk about that. So there's two versions of Windows Movie Maker. There's a Windows Movie Maker 10, which is the newest version of the program, and I think it came out in late 2019, early 2020. And this program is not free, and the price fluctuates. So right now, I don't know how much it is, but it was about $20 last time I looked to get the basic program. But I would not bother purchasing that program. I would instead go for the older version, which is the 2016 version of Windows Movie Maker. The 2016 version is actually a lot easier to use than the 2020 version, and it doesn't cost any money. It's free, but it's just that it's an old download, so it doesn't have any support. So like when there's a new program that comes out, the company kind of supports it and adds updates and all kinds of stuff. With 2016, it's not going to get updated. It is what it is, and there's old glitches and things like that that are just going to stay glitchy. So, but it's one of the easiest programs to use to edit video, and it's pretty powerful in terms of it can do a lot of stuff, but it's really easy to use. So if you've never edited a video before and you have a PC, I would recommend trying Windows Movie Maker, the 2016 free version. I have both versions listed, so if you wanted to purchase the newer version, you could, but I don't see why you would when the other one is free. Okay, so yeah, do the free one. The last program that I recommend is Adobe Spark, and Adobe Spark is a really easy program for beginners. So if you are like freaking out right now about this video and you're like, oh, how am I going to do a video? I hate this class. If that's you right now, don't stress, okay? I would never give you a project that you weren't capable of doing or that I wasn't giving you the tools that you needed to be successful. So Adobe Spark is so easy to use. And it's web-based. So you basically just go to the website, which I have listed in the editing section as well. So you can use that program. You don't need to download anything. And basically you're using a cloud to store all your video stuff. So that's kind of nice too, because then you don't have to like worry about, oh, where's all my files? So you just upload all your files into this cloud and then put them into the video and then you're all set. Easy breezy. So which program is the best program? All right, well, I'm a Mac person, so I'm going to say iMovie, but then I would say probably the X64 would be my second choice in terms of what they can do in terms of video editing. So you have more options available to you if you're using X64 or if you're using iMovie. If you're just going for simple and trying to get it done, then I would definitely go for the other two. The Windows Movie Maker, the 2016 version, is like the easiest version I've ever seen. It's so easy. Please use that one. Or Adobe Spark. The thing with Adobe Spark that I don't like is that you will have a small watermark on your video in the lower little corner. So it'll be like over here somewhere. And yeah, it doesn't bother me. I don't care if it bothers you. It's like, just trying to get this done, right? I will say that no one has won the contest yet with Adobe Spark as far as I know. So, I mean, if you're just trying to get through this, go with Adobe Spark. All right, so then the next section is how to turn it in. And honestly, like, I have on here, now I just want to say this, I have on here that the video must be turned on a flash drive because I have my normal in-person students, that's how I have them turn the project in. But since we're all online now, I need to change that. It still says that in number 11, so I'll change it and re-upload it. But the thing is, you don't need to turn it on a flash drive. The way that I'm going to have you turn in the project this term is you're going to do it either in Canvas. You can just do a straight upload of the project. So you can only do up to 2 gigabytes though. So if your video turns out to be bigger than 2 gigabytes, which sometimes happens, then you will not be able to upload it that way and you'll have to use one of the other additional ways, okay? But if your video is under 2 gigabytes, then it should upload no problem. If for some reason you have a struggle uploading the video, like you can't get it uploaded, then I would try the other ways. The other 2 ways I recommend are Dropbox or Google Drive, and not Google Docs, Google Drive. So you'll basically create your video, save it as a video, then put it into your Google Drive or your Dropbox. Then you want to turn your link sharing on. That's a Google Drive thing. You want to make sure your link sharing is turned on. In Dropbox, you want to create a link for your video. Then you basically copy and paste that link into the text box of the assignment. Then basically all I have to do is copy and paste the link into a browser and I should be able to access your video and download it if I need to, okay? Please make sure that I'm allowed to edit or download your video, okay? Just give me editing capabilities. I'm not gonna change anything to your video. I just wanna make sure that I can download it if I need to download it because you win, okay? I will grade your video and then I will get it back to you. So it's pretty easy for this semester. By the way, if you don't have a Dropbox account, you can still get a free Dropbox, but please note that when you go to Dropbox.com, usually it takes you to the business site and it starts wanting to charge you money. But if you type in Dropbox free in your search, then you'll get the personal Dropbox site, and you can get a free account. And I think you can store, well, I don't know anymore because it kind of always changes. Oh, my thing's on sleep again. Give me one sec. Okay, there we go. All right. So when you're turning it in, this is a big deal. So let me explain kind of how it works when you're editing. So let's say I'm editing my video and I'm using X64 to edit it. And then it's time for me to turn it in. My video looks completed. Everything's done. Now I'm ready to turn it into a movie. When I'm working on it and I'm not turning it into a movie, it's basically saved as what we call a project file. As long as it's a project file, all the files that you're using to create the video remain still in their places on your computer. So wherever those files are on your computer, they remain there, and the video just kind of accesses them and puts them in the video. So that way you can move them around and do whatever you want to them. But the files aren't actually consolidated into a movie yet. So you want to wait until you have everything the way that you want it. Because once you create the movie, once you render the movie, you can't edit it anymore. You'll have to go back to the project to edit and then re-render the movie to turn it in, okay? So, and I always do that. I'll render the movie and then I look at it, I'm like, oh, I found a mistake. I got to fix it. So then I got to go back and delete the other one and, fix whatever's wrong and then share the movie. So there is a different process for each program to share. So in iMovie, when you're ready, you go to share and then you want to choose export the movie. I'm looking at my notes here. And then choose an option that will play on your computer. I would say export using QuickTime would be the best way to do it because that will put it down onto your desktop for you. And then you want to save it as either an MOV file, so the extension will be .mov, or an M4V file, which is like an MP4. So once you've saved that, then that file is the one that you're going to upload into Canvas or put into your Dropbox and create a link for, or put into your Google Drive and create a link for, okay? For Windows Movie Maker, it's really easy. You just click on share and then save to your computer. It's like so simple. X64, you're going to go to, again, share. It's going to have a long list of different things that you can do with it or places that you can share it. You want to either you can share it directly to Dropbox from X64. I don't think you can share directly to Google Drive, but you can share to your desktop or any place on your computer. So you can just basically put it anywhere you want on your computer and then turn it in that way, or then put it in Google Drive or Dropbox. Either way, that's fine. For Adobe Spark, you don't click on share, okay? Instead, you click on download and you just directly download the video from Spark onto your desktop, and then you can just upload it. Pretty easy. So most of the Adobe Spark videos are not going to be bigger than 2 gigabytes, so you should be able to just upload them directly to Canvas and not have to mess around with Google Drive or Dropbox. Okay. So again, just one more thing, or one more, let me say it again. If you want an A, you should have video that you've shot yourself through your whole video. Okay, that's the best grade that you could possibly get. It is your mission statements there. You've created video through your whole video that you've shot yourself. It's your video. And when I say you shot it yourself, I mean like your brother could also shoot it for you. I just mean it's not a professionally made video that you pulled off of the internet. Okay, so that's what I mean by video you shot yourself for the project. So those are going to get the best grades. If your sounds good, awesome. You want to make sure all your credits are there. You want to make sure it's between 1 and 3 minutes. Those are the big deals. So if you do those things, you are going to get an A. All right? You just got to make sure you turn it in by the due date, and you're set. Let's see what else. I'm almost done. We're at the end here. Okay, so your file formats that you want the final video to be in are going to be MOV files. So MOV files are Apple, okay? Or you can do a WMV, which is the Windows Media Video, I think. So WMV videos are going to come out of Windows Movie Maker, and that's absolutely fine, okay? Or you can do the universal M4V or MP4 extensions, and those play on any player, and those are fine. And most of the programs will render any of those, except for, I believe, Windows Movie Maker just does WMV. So any of those are fine though. The files I can't open because I have a Mac are Qt and AVI. I mean, I do have converters, but when I convert it, it kind of loses some of its. It gets a little pixelated, so you don't want me to have to convert your file. Please label your video file as mission statement video and then your last name, so I can kind of easily see whose is whose. That would make it easier for me. And that's it. So if you have any questions, I am actually going to post a little discussion right beneath this video. So if you have any questions about the project, you can just ask me there. But of course, you could always just text me as well. I'm at 909-224-1204. And you got to get started on these video projects now. Start taking video now, okay? Good luck with the videos, and honestly, I really look forward to seeing what you can do with video. I actually am a video editor myself, just kind of a side thing that I do for fun, and I enjoy being able to edit a video. I think it's a skill that you guys all need to know. It's going to help you. So I'm probably saving you just a truck ton of money right now, because let's say you open your own business someday and you want to create a commercial for your business to post on social media. If you were doing a 3-minute video like this, it would cost like $1,500, but you're going to be able to make it yourself, and so you're going to be able to save all that money. So this is a very valuable skill that you may not learn anywhere else. So hopefully you take it seriously and you learn it, so that way you can use it and save some money. All right. Good luck.